Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Now, who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to talk about Francis Ngannou. Seems like he's pretty hot right now. Everybody wants to get their hands on him and get him in the ring. And who's going to be the first one to do it? And who should be the first one to do it? Really quick, if you like these videos, please take the time right now to subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. If you have done so already, I would like to say thank you and welcome to the Fighting Words family. And also, please take these videos and circulate them. Talk amongst your boxing buddies. And right now, if you could hit that thumbs up button, it really does help and support the channel. Now let's get back to this video. So, Francis Ngannou left the UFC due to lack of funds. He didn't feel like he was being paid appropriately for fighting. And rightfully so. You're putting your life on the line. You ought to get as much as you can because you may not walk out of there. At least your family's going to be taken care of for the rest of their lives. So rightfully so. He's made his choice to go over the boxing. Everybody and their mama's claiming they want the fight with him. And there's a reason why they want the fight with him. It's easy money. It's easy money. He's a spectacle. He's great for marketing. And anybody who gets that fight, it's going to be a humongous fight. And although Francis is no longer in MMA in that capacity, it's still going to be looked at as boxing versus MMA. So it's kind of like a Jake Paul type of fight, a spectacle type of fight, a circus type of fight in a sense. However, Francis Ngannou is the real deal. Francis Ngannou does hit extremely hard. And Francis Ngannou, for the most part, is a boxer. He's not even much of a kickboxer. He's a boxer primarily. So that's his bread and butter, throwing his hands. So he is in his realm. It's just that he's a novice amongst professionals in boxing. Now, the other part of this video is who should get their hands on Francis first. I know he's already got a fight lined up, but personally, I believe it should be Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony Joshua would be the perfect opponent for Francis Ngannou. Why do I think that? I think he'd be the perfect opponent because he's coming off another loss. That's why I think he'd be the perfect opponent. And his morale is down. That's why I think he'd be the perfect opponent. And his stock with us, the fans, is also down. And that's why I think he'd be the perfect opponent. So basically, what does Anthony Joshua need to do? Well, he needs to get back in the winning column. That's what he needs to do. And how do you do that? Well, you put him in there with an opponent that is credible, dangerous, okay, that's number two, and marketable. Francis Ngannou checks all those boxes. He's credible, he's dangerous, and he's marketable. Literally, he checks all the boxes. But in a boxing match, shouldn't pose much of a threat to Anthony Joshua, okay? You shouldn't, but Anthony Joshua is chinny. But shouldn't pose much of a threat. Anthony Joshua has much better footwork. Anthony Joshua is by far a better boxer. Anthony Joshua is extremely accurate, actually, for his size. And he's really fast as well for his size. He's a finisher like Francis Ngannou. He's great with combinations, and he has great footwork. I mean, he literally pranced around Andy Ruiz in their second bout. So I think this has all the trimmings to be a great fight because Anthony Joshua does have a big following. Francis Ngannou does have a big following. Francis Ngannou is making his debut into boxing. And Anthony Joshua is making another claim, really crawling himself out of the rut. But ultimately, the goal is to make another claim for the titles. That's the goal. So we have to reintroduce Anthony Joshua again. Now, also a place, a venue or whatever. I think it'd be really cool if they were to fight in America. The last time Anthony Joshua fought in America, it was going to be his big coming out party to us Americans. And Andy Ruiz really ruined that. So I think it'd be great if he could fight over here. And I think that would set up a lot of other fights if he were to fight over here. Now, granted, America right now isn't like screaming for heavyweight champs or anything, but I think let's just play this out. What if Anthony Joshua fights Francis Ngannou? And he should win. He should. And I'd even say by knockout. He should win. I don't see any reason why he can't win this fight. But after the fight, what if Deontay Wilder got in the ring? Now you're talking about you put Anthony Joshua back into the winning column, and now he's already in contention for a title. That would be amazing. That would be amazing if he could get in there with Deontay Wilder, and after that, it's like, wow, no, we honestly, a fight between AJ and Deontay Wilder is bigger than any other. I'd probably say the only bigger heavyweight bout would be Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, just because it's huge for the UK. But outside of that, I mean, Deontay Wilder, he's a draw in himself. And he and Anthony Joshua have been trying to get their hands on each other longer than Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. So why not? I think it would be great. I think it would be a great segue into the fight with Deontay Wilder. And it makes sense. It does make sense. They've been trying to get this going for a very long time. About 3-4 years. They've been trying to get this going. So that's what I think. I think Francis Ngannou is good for boxing. I mean, it doesn't help or it doesn't hurt. But I think he's more for marketing purposes. I think he's more for that. I think people like to see giants go at it. And I think Anthony Joshua would be the perfect dancing partner for Francis Ngannou. Now, I'm not going to lie. The press conference would be a snooze fest. Nobody in their right mind would want to see it. But I promise you, the action would live up. The action would live up. This has the makings and the trimmings for a very amazing, sensational prize heavyweight bout. Just got to get it going. I think this is the right way to go. I hope that Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, that team, that camp, would put their bid in for the Francis Ngannou fight. I think it makes perfect sense. It would boost Anthony Joshua's morale. It would get him more fans. And it would introduce him to America, like the right way. So I don't see any negatives in this. None at all, actually. I see only positives. I see only uphills, no downhills in this. And yeah, that's basically it. Everybody's clawing for Francis because they know that's a big check. And they know that's probably going to be a sold-out arena. You know, probably going to be a sold-out arena because you're going to also get you're going to get your boxing fans, but you're going to get a lot of MMA fans as well. You know, one, because they support him. Two, because they're still holding on to the concept like, no, he's really with us. And then three, because you get those people out there who'll say, I wonder what would happen if a mixed martial artist jumped over here to boxing again. Well, this is what's going to happen. So overall, I just think there's no negatives in this. I really don't. I think everything is uphill. But I would love to hear some news that they've at least made a bid for the Francis Ngannou fight. But that's all I have for this video. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel. Dropping down below. As always, love to hear what you have to say.